Welcome everyone. I am Kim Arneson. I am the Administrative Coordinator for the Healer Within Foundation, and I will be introducing our practice leader for today's session. But first, you guys, we are absolutely delighted to have you with us today. Thank you so much for your willingness to continue to enhance your daily practice with us. We also want to extend a huge thank you to our leader today, Josie Weaver, for joining us in this space. Thank you so much, Josie. Josie will be leading us through a 30-minute practice session today. Towards the end of her practice session, you'll find her contact information located in the chat section of this video if you feel inclined to check out her work and her latest offerings after what is sure to be a beautiful practice. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our practice leader today, Josie. Josie Weaver is a meditative movement teacher for over 22 years with multiple certifications in Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, and body work. A full-time teacher of mind-body practice, Josie also has a degree in cognitive science and applies her knowledge of physiology and neuroscience in teaching Qigong and Tai Chi for chronic pain at 2 functional restoration programs in the San Francisco Bay Area. Josie currently serves as Vice President of the Qigong Institute, the widely respected online source of current scientific research on Qigong and Tai Chi and related mind-body practice, and is President Emerita of the Healer Within Foundation. With a passion to bring meditative movement practices into the lives of people seeking health and well-being, Josie believes everyone's health journey is a unique and powerful gateway to transformation in all phases of lives. Wow, Josie, you are really busy. Before you even begin your practice today, would you mind sharing with us some of the upcoming programs that you might be involved in?
Yes, thank you. And thank you, Kim, for the beautiful introduction. And hi, everybody. Yes, so great to be here with you. And I just really quickly want to say, yes, I am really busy. And I'm going to just encourage you to look out for the emails that come out from Healer Within Foundation that are going to highlight some of the things that I'm involved in. And some of them are podcasts coming up with Shift Network is one, and that kind of thing. But also, I want to bring attention to Qigong Institute. Just that it's this beautiful resource for the world, and it has a new publication that some of you have actually looked at and supported the Qigong Institute with, and that is Qigong Healthcare, beautiful PDF that when you purchase it or when you make a donation, you get this beautiful document that really documents a lot of the science that supports practice. So that's something I really want to bring attention to. But also, I want to acknowledge the Qigong Institute was brought forth by the effort of many. And this is that nonprofit feeling that we have. In particular, I want to acknowledge Effie Chow, who just passed and whose services were held this weekend. So thank you, Effie Chow, for your support of Qigong, Tai Chi, and mind-body practice. And I just want to acknowledge that because Effie Chow made this beautiful difference in the founding of Qigong Institute. So just kind of, that there's the giants that we that support this work. So I want to just go ahead and shift us into practice now. Okay, my friends. So taking a deep breath, arriving now. Okay, and I'm going to start seated with that encouragement for you to start seated as well. And then you can stand up if you want, and you can stay in the chair if you want, and do this practice that way. So especially those of you joining us on the recording, I want to welcome you. Those of you joining us live, thank you for making the time to come and hang out and be with me as I share a little bit of my practice with you. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and adjust myself and starting seated here just to bring attention and awareness. There we go. So I'd like you to bring your arms out and do a couple air hugs and just bring the air in, bring the vitality in, bring that beautiful feeling of light. Light is what we celebrate during the holidays, especially at the end of the year when the nights are long. The longest night is actually coming up. We're celebrating solstice this week, and it's a time to remember the inner light, but also let's reach for the light. So I want you to just go reach for the camera. Even this is the recording. Just go ahead and reach for the connection with each other. Just physically extending your arms out like you're reaching out for a hug. Yes. And then air hug, bring that in. Bring that in, bring that in. And just for a moment here, let's rest the arms on the thigh, just at your sides, hands on your thighs. And we're going to enter into this space of practice. Gratitude totally brings us to presence. That is the key. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the practices that I do almost every day. Every day that I share a practice with somebody, I'm sharing a little bit of myself, but I'm also sharing the parts of Tai Chi that are easy. Right? When I told that to a Tai Chi teacher of mine, he laughed. Tai Chi is not easy, he said, but it is if you really drop into presence. All right, so I want to do that right now by feeling a little gratitude, and gratitude is creative. All right, so think about one or two things you're grateful for. All right, and it could be small. In fact, the smaller the better. Because that's like, I really appreciated that cup of hot chocolate, right? That cup of coffee, whatever it is that you enjoy anytime during the day, right? Just, oh yeah, there you go. I'm really feeling that gratitude for the moment. There you go. Reaching for the connection. When we feel gratitude in our hearts, we're connected to anybody in the world feeling gratitude. So this is how it works. All right. One of the things that I noticed in my practice is that you don't need your arms when you practice Tai Chi. All right, so we're going to test that out, right? Oh, okay, moving from the center. Yes, that's right. If you think about it that way. Let's start with our hands first, okay? We're going to start with our hands very lightly touching the fingertips together, and then we're just going to bounce the fingertips a little bit like that. Oh, a little bit of waking up. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, there you go. All right, so then next, let's change it. Ready to change it. Okay, make bear claws. And you're going to strike your fingernails together. All right, if you pay attention, all right, remember this is about attention, but not just attention, appreciation. All right, so bring the little bear claws hitting each other there, each hand, bring it close to your ear. And you could hear a little tap, 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 like you got a little tiny musical instrument. All right, there you go. And now, like, ow, 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 that's a little sensitive, right? Yeah, those are your hands. Your hands have a lot of nerves. Your hands have a lot of capillaries. Your hands are so alive. This is how we interact with the world. So this is a way of waking up, but also on purpose, with intent, as we like to say. Your hands are directly connected to your brain. So we are, getting the brain's attention. Brain goes, whoa, what are you doing? Let's stop for a moment. Yeah, feel that sensation in the hands. There you go. Feel that sensation in the hands. There we go. We like that. What do we call that? We call it circulation. We call that chi. There you go. Let's do another position here. So I want you to imagine like you got like a pickle jar, the jar of a lid. You're going to do a little twisting like this, bring the wrists into it. And then you're going to find the webs of your thumbs. Find the webs of your thumbs right there. That right between the index finger and the thumb. And you're going to bring that together and give a little crash. One side and then the other. Again, we are waking up, connecting the brain. There we go. Let's do a couple deep breaths. Ooh, yes. Okay. Beautiful. And then we wake up, arms start to get tired. Let the arms drop. Letting go of the tension in the fingers. This is a good time to check in with yourself and say, you know what, I think I'm going to do this practice seated. It's that kind of day. Take a load off. Or you can join me and stand up, and we'll stand up for the rest of the practice, come back to sitting when necessary. Okay, so you'll hear my chair scraping as I set it aside. Yes. All right. Are we awake? Yes, we are. Let's go ahead and let the arms hang. Let the arms hang. And then we're going to reach up to the top, and we're going to install that light bulb. We're going to look up. We can install the light bulb, uninstall it, right? Okay, let's try the other one. There we go. Install, take it out. Let's try 2 light bulbs. All right, now this is a really great exercise because we find out, okay, a little bent to the elbows is okay, as you reach up. We find out that our imagination's a big deal, right? So I want you to bring your imagination into the practice. That brings your whole self into the practice. All right, let's do 2 light bulbs. And then let's change it. Now it's like the furious, crazy light bulb. I think of this as uh, jazz hands, right? Ah, jazz hands, yes. And then, ah, beautiful sensation in the hands. Let's bring that down and let's do little egg beaters down below. And yeah, you know what? There's always one hand that wants to go, and the other hand's like, wait for me. I'm not ready, right? Okay, just feel that if that's happening for you. Yes. All right. And then we're going to do a couple of little warm up exercises, but I'm going to treat the whole Tai Chi easy sequence as warm ups. Yeah, that sounds weird, right? Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. Let your hands rest at your sides like you're not moving the arms at all. And let's move the middle, move the breastbone, move the heart from side to side. And now we are going to do that mysterious thing that we can do, move the arms without moving the arms. There you go. Yes, breastbone is moving, belly button is moving. And there's a little twist that happens, right? Okay, we have a little bit happening here that I want to point out. A little shift of the weight. I'm going to back up here so you can see my feet. And you can actually ring the temple bell. That's the exercise. Yes. And feel that little tapping now that we're going to continue that little tapping thing here, waking the body up. All right, and we're going to take a little tour here. Let's bend the elbows a little bit more. Feel the ribs. Feel the middle of the back. Go a little bit higher now and tap the front of the shoulder. Tap the top of the shoulder. Pat yourself on the back. Yes, nice. You can notice the feet down below, and lift a heel on the empty side, and just say, oh, add a little more rotation. You look to the side. Check out the zoom rectangle, one side and the other. There we go. Nice. Let's come back the way we came. So we're going to go down from the shoulders to the ribs and then to the hips. Ha ha. Yeah, there you go. All right. So now let's go ahead and start a little different sequence here. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of a warm up here. Just so I think of this as like rudiments, right? So this is what we're going to do is use some of the Tai Chi forms as just we're going to repeat them a little bit. So let's go ahead and twist over. We're going to call this the left side of the room, the love side of the room over here, plant side, and we're going to twist over to that side and do a little diagonal with the other hand. Okay, so your right hand comes over here, right? There you go. We tossing the frisbee. There we go. Let's go ahead. You can just go side to side that way, and then maybe what you want to do is take a step with that. Take a step. So bring your attention to that right foot. There we go. And just send that off to the side. There you go. Like you're opening a door, like you're stepping into your life. There you go. Nice. Other hand's waiting, says, when do I get a turn? Let's go ahead and switch. All right, let's go ahead and now let's do that left hand, left side of the body. So you can start just with that and just feel that little twist that happens, right? That little twist in the torso. It's just taking the arm's light as a feather, and we can add that little step, right? Add that little step of the left foot stepping out, steps back in, steps out, steps back in. And meanwhile, you notice where the hand is tracing. It's tracing like a little diagonal from the front side of your hip, right? And then to the opposite shoulder. There you go. Nice. Let's go ahead and change it a little bit, shall we? Change it. Let's change it so that now we're going to go back to that other arm. Okay, that other arm. So let's go back to that right arm. And now we're going to just let that hand just sail in front of the heart. Let that elbow go across the heart. So you can have a little bend in that elbow. And think about, if you do this with a twisting of your waist. Twisting of your waist. There you go. Nice. There you go. For this one, we're going to step forward. Little step forward. There you go. Come back. Little step forward. Come back. There you go. Just feet, hands together. Nice. Yes. Let's change hands. All right, let's change hands. Let's go over to that love side, that left hand. And then just kind of let that hand sail across, little bend of the elbow as you feel that elbow go across your chest. There we go. That's it. Nice. We can add the little step, a little step forward. There we go. A little step forward. Beautiful. And just feeling, hands and feet. That's it. Good. All right, let's do one more. Beautiful. All right, let's go back to our hands at our sides. Take a little rest, right? Okay, and then we're going to just feel the arms in a T position. But this time, do the T turning to one side. All right, let's turn over to the left, T to the right side. There we go. T to the right side. For this one, let's take a step back. All right, let's go ahead and take a step back. So bring that right foot, right arm back. There you go. Step forward, step back, step forward. That's it. That's it. Nice. Okay, let's do the other side. Other side, easy peasy. Getting that all together. Wonderful. Wonderful. And then let's come back to the front. Take a rest. Wonderful. And then we're going to finish this little warm up here this way. Let's make circles. Let's go ahead and pay attention to that right hand. And let's just make a few circles horizontally with that right hand. That's it. And I'm going to shift my weight. There we go. I'm going to bring body weight onto that left foot and then body weight onto the right. And as I do that, I'm just making this little circle. And I think about this as like, oh yeah, like I'm just pushing away with my palm, right? Pushing away with the back of my hand, any distraction. There we go. Watching hands like clouds. That's right. Okay, good. And then we'd add a little step, come back to center, add a little step. There you go. Just lifting that foot, dragging that foot on that right side. Let's go ahead and do the other one. Here we go. That's it. You can do just the circles, just the weight shift, or go ahead and pick up that foot and just a little step. Pick up that foot and a little step. Pick up that foot, a little step. Good. Let's cross hands in front. Let's rest. All right. Good. Okay, let's finish our little Tai Chi warm up, shall we? We're going to gather heaven and earth. So that's a nice little time to squat. I like squatting because it makes strong legs, but I really want to emphasize that long back. Long back, long back. I'm going to step to the side like this. You can see that long back. Healthy bend of the knees. You go down towards the earth only as much as you want. Okay, this is good right here. What I want here, what we want here is an activation of the legs. All right, so let's go ahead and find our little gathering heaven and earth, bending down, touching the earth with your mind, touching the earth with your heart, coming up. Taking a breath. Breath can do whatever it wants right now. We look up. Let's stretch up towards the sky and bring heaven down. Yeah, there you go. And let's just do a couple more. Here, we're going to gather earth. Come up, straighten the legs, gather heaven. Wonderful. Gather earth. And then get ready. Gather heaven straight above, bringing heaven down, remembering that heaven is a state of mind. Heaven is a state of mind. Let's do a last one. Here we go. Bending down. That's it. And notice we're beginning to slow things down. Yes. Entering now that place of pure presence. All right. So let's go ahead now. Ready? Okay. Now let's go ahead and do the Tai Chi. All right, the little we did. Now we're going to slow it down. Okay, so we're not going to do the stepping this part, but now bring awareness to what we're doing. All right, so here we go. Let's bring the hands at either side of your hips. Body is just stop and moving. Find that stillness inside. Drop into presence. Drop into gratitude. Drop into enjoyment. All right, there we go. Sometimes the holidays can be so hard where the joy, like, oh my God, where is the joy? Joy's right there on that side, right? But hey, where is that? That's it. Finding, dropping into presence. There you go. Beautiful. Just letting that come down. So I'm going to invite you to press down onto the chair, press down onto your seat, onto your feet. Little bend in the knees. That's it. And let's swing the arms. Swing the arms forward and back. There you go. Just starting, flirting with that idea of the Tai Chi open, of the hands rising and falling. But some of you who studied these things also recognize this movement of the arms rising like a sleepwalker and then coming down. That's the flowing motion, right? Yes, there we go. Let's find that. I'm going to make a little confession here. I used to do the flowing motion at the start of each class because I was so nervous, right? I was so nervous. And we started to calm down, started to bring everybody together. Because what happens when you do the flowing motion, whether you're breathing with it or not, right? You'll tend to start cycling with other people, start to move at the same time. And you and I practicing, yeah, there you go. We're going to move the arms up together. That's it. And move the arms down. And this is the classic Tai Chi open of bending the knees, pressing the feet into the floor, rising up. That could be a nice time to inhale. And then exhaling, coming down. There you go. Nice. So this is where everything about Tai Chi that's easy, right? This is like, hey, drop down into presence, drop down into pure being, where we get that sense of our own vitality, where we get that sense of life flowing, and that feeling of circulation, that feeling of a little buzzing in the hands. And yeah, there you go. Nice. And that's really why we want to practice. Okay, let's do this last one here. You ready? Okay, here we go. Just coming down, bending the knees, opening up. Nice time to inhale, and then exhale, coming down. Do a little pause with the hands at either side. We'll call that home position. And then we're going to go ahead and scoop that right hand underneath, the joy hand, right? Underneath. Love hand on top, and we're just going to let the love hand, all right, that would be your left hand. Some cameras come down in a straight line. Well, we just take the belly button, the heart over the other side. That takes our arm. Nice. Scoop underneath with the other one. Body weight now is on that joy side of the room. We got a nice chi ball in our hand. We take a breath. We look around. And then top hand, that's now part of that chi ball, is going to come down in a straight vertical line, and the other hand just goes with the torso. Very good. All right, so let's scoop underneath like we're doing another one. And we're going to rotate the ball. All right, now now we have body weight on that left foot. And a little love foot there. Okay, and then on the joy side, that right hand side, now we're just going to let that hand come down. Other hand comes around, the elbow sails across. Wonderful. Then we make the ball again. Relax the shoulder. No arms, they're so light. And then we just let that hand come down. Bottom hand comes around, the elbow now goes across the chest. There we go, nice and slow, beautiful. Let's cross hands in front. So that long arm that we have over here on that love side, we're going to cross that first onto the chest. And then joy. Embracing love and joy. It is the season, right? Notice the arm that's closest to your chest. Take a breath. Let's go to the next move. The next move, cutting the path to clarity. Moving the arms, turning the heart towards one side, towards love over here on the left. Come back to center, bringing the hands. Let them pass by each other, and let's twist the other way. Separate the hands. Nice. And now let's make that big X. Embrace tiger. Remembering you're the tiger. And now open the sky. That's it. Let's watch the clouds pass. Yes, clouds, these beautiful fluffy things in the sky. We're going to let that love side hand come down. We're going to turn the belly button, the heart over towards the joy side, over towards the right hand. Catch that cloud and go across. Shifting body weight, turning the belly button, the heart over to that side. Then we're just going to let the hand switch. There we go. Elbow, hand, just coming along for the ride. No arms, right? Just the belly button, the heart. Let's go one more time, this time adding the breath if you wish. We're going to inhale as we switch hands. Exhale. Oh, really slow. You remember clouds, you barely see them moving, right? There you go. And then, let's inhale, switching. Exhale. The slow dance with the universe. That's why we do our Tai Chi. Let's go ahead now and cross hands in front, embrace tiger. Well done, yes. All right. And let's gather heaven and earth. So we're going to take a breath for this one. We're going to inhale as we open our arms out to the sides. Exhale as we lower down, palms pushing the breath down towards the earth. Inhale, double scoop of earth. Exhale as you straighten, deliver, embrace right to the center. Let's inhale as we share what we have. And exhale as we bring the palms up. There you go, slow breaths, right? If you need another breath, you take one. And then we look at the sky, we inhale and bring heaven down. There you go. Palm over palm. Shifting the weight, zipping everything together, become that little seed. A little seed that's in the dirt, in the dark. Maybe a layer of snow on top. Trusting and waiting. The seed of life is going to come back and sprout in the spring. But right now, it's in the dark. Right now, it's in the winter. Wonderful. All right, let's wake up the universe. Take a deep breath. Open the arms. Let's do those air hugs again. There you go. And let's do a little bit of spontaneous qigong right now. Okay, so we got a lot of rigid recipes, but now we're gonna do a little bit of spontaneous. So I'm gonna just give you a few little things that we can do. So let's go ahead and we're gonna tap the fingers again. This is very intense. Okay, so do that. We're gonna add another one here. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bowl hands. So the little fingers are touching, right? The little karate chop part of your hands are touching, and you're going to bring that together. There you go. All right, so we're tapping the heel of the hand together, but also feeling the little finger get a little treatment there. Yes, there you go. All right, and now let's let go of tension. There you go. Separate the hands, bring the palms together. We're going to rub the hands together and do a little gesture of finishing. I love this gesture. We're doing this one a lot. I highly recommend it. Do this. Okay, this is like, let's sweep or brush the hands off, like we're brushing the dirt off, right? After being the little seed, right? We're gonna brush that off, or we got flour or something in the hands, a lot from that baking. There you go. Shake, a little shaking. And let's finish our practice today with a little trembling horse. Okay, we're gonna do trembling horse. All right, that's it, right? Trembling, right? Any way you can. All right, so find your horse stance. All right, so separate your feet. Okay, you can be very kung fu and separate the feet, toes pointing straight ahead or slightly out. Okay, so just make sure your kneecaps and your toes line up. Let's find the horse here. We're gonna let the ribs come down. We're gonna let the pelvis, okay, let's exaggerate. Pelvis sticks out, pelvis comes in, and then pelvis right in the middle. Ribs come down, the ear and the shoulder line up, the back of the skull goes up towards the ceiling. And then we want to feel an active feeling in the legs. Horse. That's it. Okay, the horse, riding the horse is that sign of harnessing energy, directing it. There you go. All right, but sometimes that's too much. So we want to let go of the tension by trembling. So let's go back to those egg beaters, okay, on the sides. Uh, add the shimmy of the shoulders, shake the butt. You can do a little alternating of the knees like that, bending, unbending. There we go. You might want to do a little whinny like a horse. Right? Right? Okay, here we go. Try one or two. Trembling. Let's do one more. There you go. And then we stop. And then we do a little gathering. Okay, so we're going to do a little, this is a one where we do a gathering with one hand. Okay, so we're going to let one hand be resting right under the navel. So have a feeling of your palm facing up. It could be either hand if you're left-handed, right hand. I'm going to do the right hand to you there at the navel, little finger right at the navel. And the other hand is going to be that smoothing energy. Okay, so that's what it looks like, right? And notice that moment when your hand is passing your face, almost not quite touching the body. All right, there you go. And let's go ahead and switch hands. Let's do a couple on this side. A little smoothing out of the energy. Now that we tickled the energy, right now that we did that, and dropping again into presence, dropping again into yourself. Let's alternate. Okay, let's start with that right hand at the belly. Here we go. Here's one. And then alternate, other hand. Yes, good. All right, let's do one more on each side. There's another one. Good. Just feel that moment. Aha, I can feel my hand passing my face. Wonderful. All right, everyone. My goodness, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for supporting Healer Within Foundation and supporting Qigong Institute and any nonprofit that is really dedicated to bringing these practices to more people. I'm going to just really acknowledge Kim Aronson for doing this this administration of this practice, and so just thank you, Kim, out there. Thank you, each one of you, for joining in, and please feel that generosity in your heart as also, and spread that love. Tell people about this program, right? So this is the last program that we're doing for the year in this practice leader item, or I should say context. So this video is recorded. It's going to appear on Facebook, but it's also going to be on the YouTube channel of Healer Within Foundation in a couple of days. So thank you, Kim, for making that happen. But also support that channel, right? Go to that channel, share it with your friends, and then find it in your heart to make a donation to the foundation, because that is what really helps, right? Really helps the foundation keep going, keeping the light on during these times. So I wish you well, everybody. Thank you so much for joining this time, just live in person. Thank you so much, and also in the recording. So blessings to all. I wish you all the best. And so you can send a blessing to me, send a blessing to everyone as you hold your palms out. Let's do one more breath together, shall we? Okay, we're going to inhale. And as you exhale, just do a little pushing of the air as you just send that into the camera, reaching for the connection, acknowledging that light that connects us all. All right, my friends. Take good care of yourselves. Bye for now.